So can you describe for you spiritually what you experience when you lead a kirtan session, playing the harmonium, singing, being kind of the focal point for the release of both the spiritual energy, but also to actually inspire the group and to invoke the deities? How does that work for you?
When I first started leading, I didn't have experience leading other musicians. In fact, I didn't have experience both singing and playing at the same time.
Right.
I could play the piano, and I had a couple of years of voice training, but I had never put those together. And in fact, I became an artist. I had to make a choice in college. Was I going to major in art or major in music? And I majored in art because I did not like performing. So when I started with Kirtan, it was terrifying. I would be so nervous for days ahead that it became like a pre-Kirtan syndrome, that I would actually feel physically ill, but I knew I wasn't actually ill. And so at first what would happen is, I remember when I was taking training with Mike Cohen at the Kirtan Leadership Institute, and his pitch was sort of like, if you're really experiencing an incredible spiritual high, chanting alone, wait till you lead. It's like way better than this. But that was not actually my experience in the beginning, because it was so much to manage, because as the leader, if you have other musicians with you, you're coordinating with them. And oftentimes they have their eyes closed, which makes it really, really tricky. And then you're trying to pay attention to and be sensitive to the people who are in the room. So if it's people who haven't had a lot of experience with mantras, they may be ready to move on to another mantra after 5 minutes. Whereas someone who's chanted for a long time might be very comfortable chanting the same mantra for 20 minutes. So I would be paying attention if people started fidgeting, or I could just feel that things were shifting. So that was a lot. And when I would be actually chanting, I would not be feeling sort of that like increased electrical energy that I would feel when I was chanting alone. But then as soon as the mantra stopped, and I would leave a pause between the one mantra and the next, it was like, whoa, then I felt like I was just plugged into a socket.
Right.
But I had been handling so much trying to lead that I wasn't feeling it then. I was just in the now, just paying attention. So now over the years, I guess it's been about 10 years that I have been using mantras as my main spiritual practice, and about 8 years now that I have been leading groups and leading others. So now I'm not that nervous about it. And now I'm getting, I'm quite used to being able to pay attention to the audience, seeing the other musicians, and handle all of that. So now, while I'm chanting, even in a group, even in that situation, I mostly feel the energy in my heart now. I used to feel it when I first started, like the entire body. It was like I would be like vibrating, like every cell. And I had never experienced, the closest thing I can think of before that was when I was a teenager and I was a runner. And I would feel that runner's high, after you finish running. That's like the closest thing I can think of, but this was like 100 times more than that. Yeah. And so now, instead of feeling it like, in my arms and my legs and my whole body, it's like it's concentrated now. And now it's really concentrated in my heart. And it takes very little time chanting for me to feel that energy and like that engine, to start to go. In fact, if I even think about a mantra now, sometimes I can feel that energy, like my heart responds just even thinking of the mantra. So that's sort of the evolution from like whole body down to really focused in the heart, which I guess you can relate to. Your organization is the heart center. Yeah. So that's
we were
the
both taught by a guru that you start with the heart.
Right.
And then you raise the Kundalini to the crown, and I still experience that every time we sing anything. Yet it's mostly very pronounced in the heart. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the safe place to start, because if you don't start at the base necessarily, although some people do, And some people are more at the third eye or whatever, but when the Kundalini rises, it's a mystical thing, but it's also, it can be a very spiritually pleasant thing, yet really it's to glorify God within one's being. I think it's to allow feeling God and the Spirit of God within oneself